Hey kids, it's Papa. You ready to explore the Bible? All right. Take your Bibles and turn with me back to Nehemiah chapter 4. Now, we've skipped over chapter 3, and sometime it would be good for you to actually take a look at that. Because what you find in chapter 3 is that Nehemiah did something very wise. I believe God gave him this plan. He said, okay, we are going to assign sections of the wall to each family. Okay, now when we say family, we don't mean like, your dad, your mom, and the three of you. We're talking about an extended family, like, Grandpa Wright and Peter and me and Johnny and Mary Lou and all of our kids and we all 40 of us would come together and we would build a section of the wall. Now, this was because they needed the resources to do it, they needed the strength to do it, but also they needed the coherency of saying, hey, this is our family project. This is what we are doing. We are going to be doing this for God, and we are going to work hard to do a good job, and we're going to work with the families around us so that our wall meets their wall, and it's going to be organized and it's going to be good. And it was. And as all of these families got together and worked, you find that it describes which family did which portion of wall. And I think they did that so the family would know that forever in eternity, their family would be memorialized as having built that section of the wall. Some of them had a gate to build. Some of them had just a long stretch of wall to build. Uh, some of them had various aspects of the wall to build, but they all did their part. And when everybody does their part, it's amazing what happens. Do you remember? Now, you weren't there. But we used to do a thing called Journey to Bethlehem. And when we would finish up with this, it was huge. And we would have to take everything down and pack it away, but everybody worked. Everybody, like 125 people, doing the work, asking, okay, what needs to happen next? And let's do this, and let's take this down, and let's clean this up, and let's vacuum this. And we would always get that done in like 2 hours, which was amazing because that was a huge job. Now, with that in mind, Nehemiah was wise in that he did it this way. Now, let me ask you, what was the response of the critics? Well, take a look in Nehemiah chapter 4, verse 1. And it came to pass when Sanballat heard it, that we builded the wall, that he was wroth, and he took great indignation and mocked the Jews. Now, remember what the 3 steps we told you before? They will try and argue with you. If that doesn't work, then they will use ridicule. They mocked the Jews. Okay? And so he spake before his brethren and the army of Samaria and said, what do these feeble Jews? Will they fortify themselves? Will they sacrifice? Will they make an end in a day? By the way, these were all things that they feared the Jews would do. Will they revive the stones out of the heaps of rubbish with which are burned? Now, Tobiah the Ammonite was by him, and he said, yeah, even that which they build, if a fox go up on it, he shall even break down their stone wall. Is that stupid or what? A fox breaking down a stone wall? I don't think so. You see what they're doing? They are using exaggeration, they are using ridicule, they are talking amongst themselves, and amongst themselves it sounds really good. But when you hold it up to truth and logic, it's just plain stupid. By the way, you never need to fear ridicule. You just need to do what God has told you to do. Okay? Now, there are always people that are going to make fun of you. Always. Okay? And they're going to have many different reasons for doing it. Sometimes they don't like you. Sometimes they want other people to like them, and so they'll make them laugh. You know what? There are many reasons to ridicule, many reasons to make fun of other people. But it's mean, it's cruel, and you shouldn't be a part of it. Not only should you not be ridiculing others, but when you find someone ridiculing someone else, you should just say, hey, That's stupid. Knock it off. Okay? If somebody will stand up to them and tell them that's ridiculous, many times they'll shut up because they haven't been confronted like that before. They're expecting other people to laugh and go along with what they do. Don't be a part of that. Okay? Be a man. Be a woman. Stand up. Say, no, that's wrong. Don't don't do that. Don't do that. I mean, if you can't change them by logic, then don't try to change them. Don't make fun of other people. Okay? Anyway, well, what have we learned from this? Well, we've learned that it is good to get organized and for families to work together. And by the way, I love the fact that your family, your dad, your mom, and the three of you, you get together, you play games, you work on projects, you do in the pool, you go and treasure that, because there's a lot of families who don't do that. They don't even know each other because they don't spend time with each other. So you need to treasure the family that God has given you. And when families do things together, many times it gets done well. It gets done right. And so it's important for families to work together. So not only that, we've also found that the second step, okay, argument and ridicule, that's something that you should not be a part of, okay? Either by doing it or by hearing it. Hey, love you guys. See you later. Bye.